Hey everyone, here to do my entry for Jackrabbit Lock Sports 200 subscriber giveaway. Congratulations, Jackrabbit. You're doing a great job. Um, Not surprising, you're a fantastic picker and very active member of the community. So, love to see the success. What Jackrabbit would like us to do is one, pick a lock. So, if Lily is done looking on my Reaper 400 or Reaper 40K bottom of top of keyway, I'd like to use that. No? Maybe we'll use the 3200. Here, you can have that back. You can have that back. We're going to use the 32,000s. There we go. That's a little better fit. Got an Avis 7240 here. What Jackrabbit likes to do, in addition to picking lock, is talk about RAFL. And if you're not familiar with the LPU, LPU is Lockpickers United. It's an organization of lockpickers that helps kind of gamify the hobby. Gives us a belt system similar to a martial arts belt system, and ranks locks on the difficulty of picking, and challenges tasks that, as we progress up the belt system, prove that we have an understanding of not just picking, but locks themselves and the inner mechanisms, and an appreciation for security. Anyway, great organization. It's a volunteer organization. Really appreciate what they do to promote the hobby and to help keep it a fun environment. A lot of work and effort goes into that. Sorry, this lock takes me a little while here. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out I thought I had a false set going on, but the spool's eluding me. Anyway, he'd like us to talk about the RAFL. Let's reset this. While I'm doing that, let me just grab my. It's RAFL. You can find it at lpubelts.com /RAFL. RAFL. So what RAFL is, there's a list of reputable charities, and you can donate to any charity on the list. And for every dollar you donate, you get an entry into a number of community donated prize pots. These are primarily lock sport oriented, as far as locks and picks and cases and challenge locks and lots of fun lock sport related activities, items. There's also a few that are not lock sport related that were donated by community members. So there's a honey pot, which is actually a variety of honeys, and there's a couple that are cologne perfume related. So there's a few that are outside of lock sport, but still really nice prizes. And what Jackrabbit wanted us to do was promote one of the charities that is in the approved charity list, and then he wanted us to promote one of the prize pots. Um, for the charities, I'm going to have to mention three. There's three that I'm torn between. I couldn't narrow it down to just one. They're all important charities to me. One is the ASPCA, the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. As you know, Lily is a big star of my channel, bigger star than I am. And I'm a fan of animal rights and animals being kept safe from cruelty and harm as much as possible. So that's an important charity to me. I got a soft spot in my heart for animals, and especially cats and dogs, and the little fuzzy, cute pets um, that bring a lot of warmth into our lives. So uh, that's an important charity to me. Also, something you might not know about them is they host a 24-hour poison control hotline. So if your animal ingests something you feel they shouldn't have, you can contact them, and there's a charge for it. I don't know what it is offhand, but you are talking to live veterinarians who are trained in toxicology, veterinary toxicology. Uh, so you're getting the best advice you can get there to keep your animals safe. And you know how it is. Dogs and sometimes cats will just get into stuff they really shouldn't be eating, and especially around the holidays when there's lots of extra food lying around. And we're coming up on Valentine's Day, so people are going to be buying chocolates, and they're going to be giving their sweethearts chocolates and then setting them down on the table and going off and doing something romantic, and then the dog eats the chocolates, and then what? So you know um, that's a really fantastic service they have available in an emergency when you're really worried about your pets. It's nice to be able to talk to someone who can talk you through what you can do um, to help keep your animal safe in those cases. Um, Another charity I'd like to talk about is the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. Parkinson's is a neurological disorder. It is a debilitating disorder that affects the ability to control your motor functions, and can even impact mental acuity. A lot of you probably know when Parky, um, or Parkinson's lockpicking. Unfortunately, he had already passed shortly before I joined the hobby, so I didn't get a chance to get to know him, but I heard so many really wonderful things about him from members of the community who sorely miss him. So that is, I have family members who are suffering from Parkinson's, and something I really don't talk about much is that I was, shortly before I started in the hobby, I myself was diagnosed. I still have extremely mild symptoms, thankfully, and I'm doing my best to manage it with medication and keeping up with doctor's orders on that. But so that is also a important charity to me. And one more I'd like to mention is the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. MS is another neurological disorder, degenerative disease that impacts the nervous system and can mess with bodily motor functions, with balance and other issues. So that's another one that I think it's important it gets attention. A lot of people struggle with that. Parkinson's impacts more men than women. MS impacts more women than men. So I don't know the science behind them or why or whatever, but it's kind of personally just kind of viewed them as similar but different impacts. You know what? This Avis is just not going to cooperate with me today. But those are the three charities that I want to draw attention to that are in the raffle. If you're looking at donating and you go through the list of charities and none of them is really speaking to you, and I can't imagine why it's a large list, and there's likely going to be causes there that are near and dear to you, like these are to me. But if somehow you're going through and you're not seeing any that are, reaching out to you or striking a spark, please consider one of these three. I would appreciate it. I'm going to be making my donations here later today once I've had my coffee. Okay, let's go with this one. Let's go with the different Avis. It's still 7240. And just get this one a little easier. Anyway, as far as the prize pots, there's I believe 69 prize pots. Nice. And there's a lot of fantastic ones, so it was hard to pick just one, but the one I'm going to draw attention to is prize pot number 35. Leisure number 19 is the name of it. And what that prize pot is the Master Lock number 19. That is a big, huge, honking laminated Master Lock. It is a purple belt currently on the LPU. There we go. It is a purple belt on the LPU. I don't know exactly why. I haven't looked at the innards of it, but it's always kind of fascinated me to have this gigantic laminated Master Lock, most of which fall in the white belt category, and as to why that's a purple belt. I don't know, but I am going to be working on my purple belt as soon as I get a challenge lock made and submit and get my green belt. I'm going to start working on purple belt locks. So that's one I'm probably going to be putting some entries in on, just to see if I can figure out why it's purple belt and see if I can pick the darn thing. If I win it, that's a long shot. But anyway, that's all I have. I'm going to keep picking away this black Avis 7240 just because it's gotten under my skin now. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video before I continue any further with that. Anyway, please go check out the LPU's raffle. It's a worthy cause. A lot of these charities can definitely use some funding right now. And it gives you a chance to get some entries at some really fantastic lock sport prizes. So go check it out. Please, if you can, consider donating and getting in on the raffle. Congrats again, Jack Rabbit. It's congrats on 200 subscribers and on a really fantastic giveaway idea to draw attention to charities and the good the LPU is doing, not just for the lock sport community, but the community at large by encouraging charitable donations. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Keep on picking and grinning. Bye.